Pass, pass, pass. Pass, 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 pass. Gracias, gracias.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter,
Olise! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Morata. That's a shade optimistic. Dembele. Probing pass. Eric Garcia spots it and intercepts. Chouameni. Camavinga. Grimaldo makes the interception. That is good alertness. And it's Hernandez. It's Rabiot! Fermin gets on his bike and on the move. Morata. But it has been just one side doing all of the... Morata! Now, who's going to be first to this? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rabiot. Dink through. Now this could be a chance. Big shapes to shoot! Goal! France! And France are in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Chouameni has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Some good work on the right flank here. Dembele. Now it's Morata. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Dani Olmo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Chouameni. He's going to be disappointed with that. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's had a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's a lovely, neat pass. Played back. Played into space. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Hernandez was in no mood for any of that. Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Great defending, strong and determined. Chouameni, Koundé, and it's Chouameni for Olise. Pedri, that's going wide left. And it's Rabiot, and here's Olise.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chouameni.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played back into the centre. Maignan. Aims beyond the defence.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rabiot. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And this is Morata. Morata. Camavinga. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. Howson.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Pedri. Bojan. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So right back into the action.
France can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Rabiot, Chouameni, Dembele. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Howson. Rodri. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Morata. Rodri. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Nicely worked. He's onside. He's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Dembele. Rodri. France just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Howson. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Rodri. Front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Rodri. And it's Lopez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Test.
Grimaldo is standing over this one. And this an opportunity to pull level. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Nice-looking ball. Dink through. This is Dembele. Chance here to counter. Boyan. Fermi with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Spain are down to 10 men. The pass has gone astray. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Oh, that was vital. Tchouaméni. Dembele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's got away from... He's going for goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And that's another good win of the ball. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Great, and the finish! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And it's Pedri. Oh, it's come loose. And now the breakaway. The most accurate pass. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. In with the challenge. He's had it taken off him.
Temps additionnel.
Ended up in no man's land.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's running through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pedri. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France have done it.
Herhalde. Testing. Terus. Ada kah? Siap, gaskan.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund.
Baik. Mulai terjadi. Wah, apa ini?
There's the whistle, and here we go. Borussia Dortmund have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed
Right.
defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. What a save by Seaman! That was travelling. Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Searching pass he's played there. Lisandro Martinez can clear it away. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Kvaratskhelia is a player who can do some serious damage. He brings a lovely intensity to that left flank and thrives on getting into half spaces. I think his biggest strength is his footwork, his ability on the ball. He's just so skillful at going past defenders and getting good delivery into the box. This guy is really one to watch out for.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. McAllister, getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Lopez. Now it's Dembele. Rice. Oh, what a ball! McAllister. And here's Hazard.
Borussia Dortmund definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And here's Bale. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Kvaratskhelia. That has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here.
Yeah.
Now, what about a counter-attack? That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Dembele. And it's made its way to him. Dembele! McAllister. Vermeer. Never out of the action for very long. No, that was never going to make it. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Hazard. And he skips past his man. Burmo. Looking to play him in. Vermeer will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So what can they conjure from this one?
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Chiellini. And it's Chiellini. Rijkaard. Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. Goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Hazard. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
McAllister. And it's Hazard. Rice. Oh, good-looking ball. And he shoots! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Zanetti. Kvaratskhelia.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hazard powering forward here. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! Gerrard. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello attendees, this is a
Neither
lost
side
children
has found a way
announcement.
through yet.
Would the
It's not
father
a
of a
bad
boy
game by
in
any
a yellow
means, Peter,
t-shirt
but it
kindly
definitely
make
needs
his
an
way to
injection
the
of
information
some
center?
invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry, but just adding a little bit of skill.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Borussia Dortmund have a free kick. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zanetti. Neymar. Scalia.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Lopez to McAllister. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Madrid are down to 10 men. Rice. McAllister. Great, there's the shot! It's a goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And that is out of play. Madrid still
The
trailing by
attendance for
one.
this match was
Looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
60,332.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Neymar. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Bale. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Opts to play it back. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Time
Substitution
then
in
for the
progress.
first substitution of the game. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Scalia. Cedric, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Scalia. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And now they can spring out of defence. Driving forward. Oh, super find. Right card, he's given away a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. They are now a 9-man team.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Substitutions taking place.
Activity on the bench here. Rafinha getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Madrid have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Tries a shot! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish right from the top drawer!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And here's Mbappe, Yamal. Just to go back. Oh, nice one too, very... Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Lopez!
Added minutes has been indicated.
And he's in on goal! Mbappe, can he spark a counter here? They really do have to make something of this. Femi. It's Rice. Hazard. That's a decent ball. Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Has another goal! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Madrid perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Oh, it's Seedorf. Well, that's a little loose. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, it's Dembele. Tries to play it through. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the Cherki.
Chance! It's there! And there is your opener. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cherki. And it's Scholes. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, this is a... And Aubameyang! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Aubameyang really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Gerrard. We expected better, and so did he. Oh, perfectly measured that. Tries a shot! It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Bale.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, good take and a good... And he shoots! Well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Seedorf. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Gullit. Rummenigge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent...
Cherki!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Header just off target,
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Gabriel. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Scholes. Cherky providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's neat. In towards the back stick. And it's claimed by the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No luck with that dink over the top. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Hullet. Now that's well seen too. Searching pass he's played there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Looking to play him in. Hullet. Looking for the far post. That's a decent clearance. Can he get it through? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Two added minutes
Hakimi.
has been indicated.
Well timed, excellent interception. Scholes. Rummenigge in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, well played. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. Tries to thread one through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Royce venturing down the left. Bale.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Dembele. Here's Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rummenigge.
Manchester definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. And he's cut it out. A probing pass. That is good alertness. Xavi Alonso. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi. And it's Van Bouten. And the keeper's got it again. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Xavi Alonso. Gerrard. And back to the keeper. And it's Van Bouten. And Hakimi. Neymar. Looking for options for movement. And he's been shifted off it. Dembele, who does have an assist to his name. Great vision. Oh, well measured. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gabriel. pull it. And it's Royce. Can he get on the end of this? Now this could be a chance. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Aubameyang. He's being urged to shoot. And he's there to retrieve it. He's in a great position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Good take, and is he in? He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 21, Royce. Coming on the field, number 9.
Rafinha tries a deft little ball.
15.
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Substitutions taking place.
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Madrid desperately searching for the winner here. Threads one in. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. Into the lead once more. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Roberto Baggio. Good running, strong and purposeful. Driving. Eto'o! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Vinicius Junior perfectly measured that. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. 2 minutes to be added on. Looking for a runner. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result...